Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the post-Christmas insanity, banality, pick your adjectives. I'm here for all of them because it's showtime. Good evening. I hope your Christmas was awesome. And your Boxing Day, too. Okay. Path of Exile, too. I've not died on this character yet. I'm going to be heading into some very difficult content. The boss I couldn't get by on my first character this league. Jamun Ra, notoriously overtuned. Lone Star Wolf. Good evening, friend. Welcome. And we are off to the... Here. The Dreadnought. This character hasn't died yet. Yeah.
Ready yourself.
A mercenary slash tactician.
Whatever you say, boss.
Hasn't died yet. This build is really solid. Thank you, Pox. Pox is notorious
This'll stop him.
for his righteous fire builds in PoE 1. Basically, that's what he plays. He's known for playing righteous fire pretty much all the time. And this build so far, very, very solid. It's got a lot of the same, oh, let's just freeze everything features that the werewolf has, but at longer range. And that right there, which I just got for my first ascendancy points, is a terrific crowd cleaner. That's the first spirit ability. Death from above. I apparently am followed at a distance by a whole bunch of guys with bows. So we just drop that in the area and everything falls over. Thank you, Kanukit, for feeding the algorithm. I hope your Christmas and Boxing Day went well. My Christmas presents. 2 boxes of C's lollipops. 90 calories and worth every single one of them. They are made the exact same way they were made when I was a kid. I can remember getting C's lollipops in my stockings as a kid when I still believed in Santa Claus. So you know that was when I was, what, 15 or 18? Probably 4 or 5. Now, I think they're probably smaller than they used to be, or more expensive, or both. But they have the same delightful flavor. They changed the name of one of them. They changed what used to be the caramel. They now call it the butterscotch. And like every great fantasy hero, I'm shotgunning all the bad guys. Not technically shotgunning them, Because theoretically it's a crossbow, but we know better, don't we? I mean, sure, it's an icy crossbow, but we know what it is. And I wanted to play a crossbow build, and I don't think I could have found a more satisfying one than blowing stuff up, freezing it, and then shattering it. It's delightful. Fine. We'll let my friends drop in their rain of death. The character just called one of those guys an idiot. That's just rude. There's no need for name calling when you're freezing them and then dropping the whole ship of missiles on their heads. It's just excessive. But we are heading towards probably the toughest boss in the campaign, I would say.
My payday approaches.
That is the sound of me leveling up, and it is applause. Theoretically, I would think I was supposed to take, not polish the gear, although I've been known to polish the gear off-stream. That one, suppressing fire, the mobilization buildup, but I'm happy I took this one instead. The area cleaning ability it has, plus the ability to fire and forget when I'm kiting, makes it really valuable to an old man like me. See, we grabbed that one already, right? Yes, we did. Another 12% increased elemental attacks.
Ready the artillery!
That's the artillery. It just delights me. And again.
That's one down.
Nope. Tarnished. That's some low-level crap. I don't need low-level crap. I need high-level crap. nice having friends with ranged weapons. You can just randomly call in. Yeah, I'm very happy with the way this is built. Thank you, Pox. If you don't know Pox, content creator for, I don't know if he does stuff other than Path of Exile. He does PoE and PoE 2. And in Path of Exile, he's best known for his build guides, especially for Righteous Fire, specific skill. Okay? Basically, puts out a build, at least one build for Righteous Fire. Okay? Played them a couple of times, they are good. We are at the checkpoint, which means we are about to face Chaman-Ra. The first half of the fight's easy, the second half is not. First half has one part that's really dangerous. Hopefully it won't kill me. He summons a sandstorm, and you've got to get behind his shield if you're NPC friend.
You again. The fool under the hooded one's sway. Do you even know what he is? No matter. You'll find my king far more capable than Count Gianor. My king.
That's the
Take
beast.
the power you were promised. Put an end to this nuisance.
The sick man yonder. Bow before your king.
I shall.
Submit. You are finished.
For my people. The manifest will pay. We are vengeance.
We're running out of time. End them.
This is the sandstormy bit.
What are you doing?
And we're about to get to the interlude.
My queen.
I can't stand the notifications. Pop-up notifications down there. It's driving me crazy. Okay, now the fun begins. He heals up a bunch. Completely unnecessarily, I want to add.
Impede my enemies.
Do not stand. The problem with that was I couldn't see. He was in mid windup when I froze it.
Boss lady.
Get up.
This is not over. Not yet.
Oh, we got to zoom in so you can see her.
I return you to the embrace of death.
Oh! That's going to leave a mark.
Is done. The war is over. I have give return with me. I must address my people.
Well, yeah, we can get both of those then. Why not get them?
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Yeah, gotta stay quick on my feet. You know what I mean? Right. That's the end of Act 2. I have successfully managed to defeat Jamun-Ra. Who is astonishingly annoying. Well, we gotta go talk to the man. Who's not really a man. No, the hooded one. You know, the guy with the glowing blue eyes, not actually a man. Evidently was, not anymore.
My worst fears have been realized.
Yeah.
The beast is beyond our means now.
Go on then. I like to know who I'm working for.
You're right. I have not been entirely forthcoming.
Spoiler upcoming.
It is time I
Only
told
if you're
you
PoE
who I
1
truly
player is
am.
really a spoiler. PoE 1 player who's never played PoE 2.
I am a god. I am the thief of virtue. I am sin. And I have failed once again. It was I who created the beast.
Oops.
The seed of corruption that now threatens to grow anew. And it is my responsibility. As it is my creation that once again threatens all of Rayclast. It is by my hand that it must be contained. All I can ask is that, knowing who I am, the beast has grown beyond our ability to contain it. While I slumbered under the numbing effects of corruption, there was an empire that
He does take
mastered the
responsibility.
use of that deadly energy. Their ruins
I am
may yet
keen
hold
on the
secrets
title, The
we
Thief of Virtue. I think that's
How can I be of aid?
very evocative.
Time is short. Make haste.
Also, really good voice work. Alright, we'll see what we picked up. Those all get carved up for their bits.
Care for a story?
I always like a story. Wow. That is the prefix that I find most infuriating in the game, accuracy. Basically, it bricks that. And the rest of these we just sell.
I've got some trinkets. Yeah,
I've got a lovely
useful
bunch of
stuff.
coconuts. Let's see. Recovery rate, increased charges. Sure, we will replace that with that.
Stay inside.
Let's see. That is a colossal. That's a giant. Colossal is bigger than giant. Got a couple of colossals here. Charges per second. Amount recovered and increased charges, I think, is what we want for that. And the stupidest thing in the entire game, you swap your flasks, you have to manually refill them. And if you forget, you'll go into a battle, you'll need it, and you'll just die. Let's see. Alright, we got those. Quick check on the
Who goes
vendors.
My wares are renowned.
That's 2 to 37 light.
Take care.
Quickly. Choose or do not.
I am going to set fire to a little bit of gold and hope to get lucky.
I smile for you.
Accuracy, cold.
Silla.
Hello.
Sadly, unlike PoE 1, there is no low-level crafting in this game. There is low-level gambling. The number of ways to deterministically craft anything is really small.
Yes?
Travel to the sand-swept
Yes,
marsh,
wait
where we
until
begin
then.
Act 3,
May the winds ever be calm.
which will include
beast
time
has grown
travel.
Too powerful. We can no longer contain it through mortal means. There was once an empire that embraced corruption. They studied it, mastered it, and became the greatest civilization the world has ever known.
And then,
But it led to their destruction.
oops.
Our allies will continue the pursuit of the beast, but we shall undertake a different search. We must go to the ruins of the Val Empire, in search of a weapon against the coming cataclysm. Utsal is close. Be careful. The Val...
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so. We have 3 little visually throbby things, which means there's 3 things in this map we want to get. The Hanging Tree, the Orok Campfire, and Root Dredge, who's a bossy guy. And we also need to find the exit.
Back to walking, I suppose.
What the... What just happened?
Ready the artillery!
There we are. Okay. That's better.
Back to the grave!
Wasps. Wasps, of course. Nature's assholes.
Well, that's one down. Oh, I'm getting swarmed under.
And the only thing worse than nature's assholes, wasps, are enormous beetles that spawn nature's assholes. And hello to you, and welcome. It's Root Dredge, everyone. Root Dredge
Never end!
is a pissed off ant, I suppose. It's a pretty decent description. Sorry about that, Treebeard. Right now I am using the tactician version of Mercenary. I also played a bunch of Werewolf, Ice Wolf. So apparently I'm all the ice all the time. But I gotta say, this is a really solid build. Not mine, it's Pox's. As I haven't died yet. Enormous freaking bugs. I'm actually phobic about bugs. I do not like insects. And we have an essence of enhancement. I don't need male enhancement. The blue pills, don't need them. Invoker Monk. I don't think I've ever played Invoker Monk. I think the furthest I got in any of the monk was, again, it was one of the ice monks. And certainly dropping the bell with a monk is a very satisfying mechanic. This is...
Another notch on the helmet.
Got him. I do really wish that they would rebalance the game to make the early game a little bit faster. Especially your first character in a league is always going to be, in my experience, anyway, as someone who's a mediocre player, is always going to be just kind of painful. Yeah, the first build I tried this league was, I don't remember whose. It was one of the builds featured on Ziz's YouTube. And frankly, the first time I think he's ever let me down. It was not very strong. That was a Poison Burst Ranger. Just wasn't very good. Or I just wasn't playing it right. That's certainly possible. What are we missing? Crossbow, not a shotgun, okay? Just want to make that clear.
Me pockets are full.
I believe we get a temple. We do indeed get a temple. This is the league mechanic for the current league, for anyone who's not playing PoE 2. So we'll dump all of our so far gotten gains into the dump tab. And now we're going to shape the temple. So basically you get 6 tiles you get to place. And then when you finish with the temple, 3 tiles are removed. There are rules for whether it's random or not. We're going to go ahead and expand in that direction. We have 2 thaumaturges laboratory and a guardhouse. Drop another guardhouse where? Thaumaturge's laboratory there. And there. And now we run it. And basically, there are various baddies in the various rooms and various rewards in the various rooms.
Guess they redecorated.
I think we'll start to the left, as that's the shorter path. We want to grab the checkpoint, so I always forget to.
Freeze!
I was about to say I've never gotten anything decent out of any of those chests. I get a Chaos Sword. I'll take that. Oop. Try not to shoot directly into the wall in front of you. Just a suggestion. Alright, this room's been emptied. This is the workshop. Do we have any actual workbenches for goodies? Doesn't look like it. Jerk. Alright, these are a troublesome or problem rooms for me. Not so much for the bossy guys like him, but because I think out of 6 directions in the fiery thing come these flowing, damaging, molten stone, and that's just not cool. Well, we can add one there. Goodies, goodies everywhere. Probably end up dropping that one. Want to check most of these. You get a lot of drops in a place like this, so no. Want to keep the yellow items if possible, and anything with quality or sockets. At least that's the way I operate with it.
Freeze!
Alright, this room is complete. And we do have, I think, an Exalted workbench. Yep. Who's going to add another random affix. We have one open prefix slot and two open suffix slots. A resistance on the suffix would be very nice. Even a crappy one would have been better, but okay. We got the life regen, which is not very good. It's not terrible, but Fat Buddy, good evening, my friend. I do like when I can freeze things in midair. That's just the way science works, guys. It's not me doing it. Totally not making that up. Honest. Really. How disappointing. In this case, I will take the Artificer's Orb. Sometimes you can take the orb, sometimes you can't. It's not exactly clear to me why and when. Alright, well, we have finished off that... What is... Oh. We've finished that part of the map off. I should have used the freaking checkpoints, but I forgot, because I'm bad at games. I hope everyone had an acceptable Christmas. I won't, I don't demand awesome Christmas. Whether you celebrate it or not, I hope it was at least a nice day off.
Shot.
This room is complete. We have a Regal workbench. Do we have anything that I can throw a Regal on? I don't think so. It's going to allow me to... You see, it doesn't allow me to pop off the Regal, and I don't know why they're not doing it. Well, hopefully we'll get a nice blue item that I can go ahead and Regal up. And, oh, evidently not everything's dead yet. Or I guess I have to go through this door. Oh, yes I do. else did I? Oh, I picked up that thing. Oh, I should be able to regal that. In case you're curious, the different orbs have certain requirements. There's one that takes a regular white quality item and makes it magic and adds an affix. There's another one that adds a second affix. The regal upgrades it to rare. Why can I not craft on it? It would be nice if they would tell us why, but of course that's a bit too much to ask for, apparently.
Machine!
Weaponized helicopters. Go. Another exalted workbench. And this one has two more spots for two more affixes. Increased mana regeneration is not something we really needed. And that's why crafting, low-level crafting, in PoE 2 is crap. There's a lot of options at the top end.
Stop them in their tracks!
Endgame crafting has been vastly improved since launch. But the lower end crafting is just, it's just gambling. At least you're not using real money, as far as I can tell. But that is the only thing you get out of it is gambling. You take random chances, with the exception of essences, the deterministic thing they've got. Oh, there they are. I was wondering where everyone was. I can't use the machine until I murdered everybody, you know. That's just the rules. Gem cutting. I will take this one, as it's going to produce a lesser jeweler's orb. Right, we're here. That means we kind of come down here. We don't need to, but we'll do it anyway because I believe in being thorough. Did I miss somebody? Oh, no, room is completed. And we will get our last exalted on this. I don't know what other good prefix. How about a little flat damage or something? Rarity. In essence, that thing did not get any significant amount better by adding 3 random affixes. Because I'm not leading a clean enough life. As best I can determine, that's the reason. Oh, I went the wrong way. That one's on me. That one is definitely my fault. I don't know what it is. It's just something satisfying about the crossbow gameplay. Room complete. Regal workbench. It's the second Regal workbench, but I don't think I have anything I can actually use it on. Try that. That will work. Not really supposed to work. Frankly, I'd rather it didn't. Use it on that instead. All right. here. So the lab. Workshop, and again it is another lesser jeweler's orb. Got one more room, one little hallway, and then a room. That will be.
Better take cover! No room.
No room. That one actually has a possibility. It's got a good suffix and a decent prefix, but I'd have to get very lucky for the other two parts of that becoming God tier to come true. And this one has got the same hybrid prefix. Don't need those boots. How about the tiara? I would like a tiara. I always wanted to feel like a princess. Or in this case, not. Well, that was easy. The Exalted Workbench. We have a Chaos, a Transmute. We can't pop that off. It's just really annoying. I don't think we have any free affixes on any of the gear we are currently using. Oh, I was wrong. Again, another resist would be great on the suffix. We got armor increase, which is fine. Not a big deal. But that is the completion of the temple. The temple is a long-term project. Every 6 maps, essentially, you'll get access to the temple. 3 of the tiles will be removed, and you get to place 6 more. Oh, let me drop off the stuff in the stash temporarily. Now we head back to the Sandswept Marsh where we were running around. And we're here. We've found Root Dredge, the Auroch Campfire. The Hanging Tree is not a big deal, so basically what we're looking for. Is the gateway to the next map. We don't have to find the Hanging Tree. There's nothing particular there. Oh, there's the checkpoint. We'll go ahead and try to find the Hanging Tree, though. It's my way. I don't think that actually has any particular rewards for completion. Most things do. Hey, besides, we get rewarded with another level. And we're going to drop a point here. Attack damage penetrates 15% and enemy elemental resistances, which means if they are resistant to cold, some of that resistance will get deleted. Undead wretch, indeed. Looking for... Oh. on one of these sort of islands. Sometimes you just got to keep shooting till you run out of ammo. Checkpoint is, should be the hanging tree is right here. That's the hanging tree. That's the entirety of it. But we'll go ahead and just drop a whole bunch of arrows on things' heads because it's bad. We'll make sure we are cleared. We are cleared. We'll take this checkpoint back to the checkpoint by the map exit. And we will go through into the ziggurat. You know, pyramids are nice. But the smooth face means, you know, there's nothing you can do on it. Everything has to be inside. Now, a ziggurat, nice. It's got layers. You can do things on the layers, you know. Have a big party.
What kind of stunt was that? I can buy what equipment you...
A fellow's...
Hello there.
Alva.
In any case,
Ditch
until
Brain.
next time.
She's awfully upbeat.
She's awfully upbeat.
Somewhere in it, we must hope.
Identify my items for me. Salvage and salvage.
You're the one who not all tried.
Let's disenchant.
Be wary.
I'll take any help I can get.
Yes? Take your time. It's a deal. Don't eat anything colorful.
Now, it's going to take a minute as I'm going to have to go through all the stuff that we had in the temple and before the temple. That's not terrible. That's worth a regal. That's very good. All right, well, that's worth an exalt or two. Good suffix would be plus to projectile weapons or projectile skills. And then big percentage fizz damage, and then maybe the fizz hybrid while I'm dreaming. You know, it's important to have dreams. And of course, instead I got fucking accuracy. And as the chef's kiss, the worst tier of it too. That's bad. And this is going to give me a bad suffix. Bad suffix, and now because I enjoy the pain, a bad prefix. Now it gives me the hybrid. No, it actually gave me the good one. That's actually pretty good. That actually may be an improvement over what I'm currently using. Let's find out. 1152, and let's see. The frost is 141. 1152. Not quite. Oh my god, it was so close. It was so close. And yet so far away. hold on to that. We need to go through all this stuff. Identify it, please. That's right. He's a god. What are we using
How
for?
can I advise you?
Walking, talking ID scrolls. It's got to be embarrassing for him.
Still alive.
Now we got to see if we can turn these into anything. Right now it only has a bad suffix. This will give it a prefix. A not bad prefix, gotta say. Flat fizz and then percent fizz. And then, while I'm making dreams, attack speed suffix and the other suffix for increase to skill gems. Five to 10 cold. Yeah, that's a terrible tier. That's a bad suffix. I'll get another bad suffix here. I did just awful. That's not going anywhere. Right now, both of these other two, have the hybrid accuracy physical damage, which is good if you can get the other two physical damage prefixes, percent and flat. We won't get that. All right, that's light radius as a suffix. This one actually has a really, really good suffix, so hopefully that one will hit a better recall. We'll use our bad luck here. That's really bad luck. That's a flat fire of a terrible tier. And now... fizz percent? Leeches, physical damage is mana. Not terrible. Not good. And accuracy and light radius, again, just an absolutely garbage tier. And let's put a stake in this one's heart. And even worse fire damage. Pretty impressive, I have to say, to come up with that much crap. And not be obviously useless until it's completely broken. The pain. This is why there is no crafting in PoE 2 until you get to the very, very end game. And I dare say, most players don't get to that end game. To have it be nothing but a series of gambles that you almost always lose on is...
Greetings.
You know, in the early game in PoE 1, you can make useful things. Generally, you can't make broken things. You can make useful things. But in PoE 2, it's pure luck. You pick up the white quality ones, and you throw 2 orbs at it and hope to get lucky. Or you throw 2 orbs and one of them's good, and then you spend more expensive orbs and it turns into nothing. They have done seemingly a good job in fixing the perceived issues, at least. that endgame crafting was terrible. I can't really say I've seen endgame crafting getting done. Thank you very, very much. It's Deagle, and Smeagol's cousin, Meagle, has donated 2 subs for his portal for PoE2. Thank you very, very much. That goes to one Lone Star Wolf. Congratulations or condolences to you on now having a subscription. And also a Fable and Faye. Thank you again very, very much. Very generous. Enjoy the portal. Very kind. I have to say that even if it wasn't me, I approve of that, going to a small streamer instead of giving the big streamer a couple of subs. That's very kind and very forward-thinking of you. Thank you very much.
Don't drink the water. Anything catch your eye? If
Sell
it did,
that.
keep your eyes sharp.
Dump this. And a follow from Meagle as well. And now I even have a speech for that one. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. And a prime. I'm at a bit of a loss. Thank you very, very much. Very, very kind. My mind blown. Thank you. We got that. We'll go ahead and upgrade that. Yeah, very, very nice surprise indeed. Thank you. And that goes there. And theoretically, this could be useful. It won't be. No, accuracy. And swear to God, the game knows that I don't want accuracy and is constantly giving me accuracy anytime I try to make anything. Alright, I have to enter the jungle where we'll have fun in games. At least that's what the song promises. That's not actually the entry. That's the waypoint. This is the entry. I'm always at a little bit of a loss when I get that kind of kindness.
Oh, I miss the desert. At least it was...
Alright, we are here now. We have the Troubled Camp, the Jungle Grave, and the Mighty Silver Fist could definitely give me my first death. And then we have 2 exits, one of which is another instance space.
I shot.
Of all of the maps in the game, this one may have the worst map flow.
Simple enough.
Oh, he's big. I don't remember. Oh, he's from the Vault Temple is where he's from. I was wondering where he came from. I don't remember him from just being in the storyline anywhere. And he's a friend from the Vol Temple.
Maybe luck's not so stingy after all.
Got him. Now there's a big monkey in this map, and the big monkey famously deletes people. And I'm speaking from experience, he's deleted me a time or two. Wait, what? Where? Okay, something is firing these off from a distance.
This'll stop them.
My understanding is they nerfed the maps version of the big monkey, as he was one-popping all kinds of people, including probably the best PoE player in the world, Ben, who was running maps and took just a second. Yeah, monkey slam, no goddamn crap. Ben got deleted, and if anything, it's deleting Ben.
Down.
Apparently he made the mistake of taking a second to look at chat. And up pops the monkey, and one swings. He can still one-shot you unless your gear is decent. It's not. My weapon's pretty good. Alright, we found the Venom Crypts. We will wait for later to do the Venom Crypts. Yeah, I have yet to die on this character, and I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten in the game without dying. Now, playing an ice build makes it a lot easier to not die. It's got good AE, especially with the addition of Death from Above.
Oh, you're dead, man. Looks a bit like...
So I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten in the game without dying.
This promise.
I'm sure that the monkey will gleefully change that. Alright, so we got the jungle grave. We're still looking for the camp and then monkey. I will not shock the monkey, but the monkey has a very significant chance to shine.
Stop them in their tracks!
Catch. Uh-oh. Monkey, I think.
Beast!
Maybe not. No, apparently not. False alarm. But the monkey pops up in an area like that, sort of ruins. I think it's further to the west. Dead end. No, Peter Gabriel ain't here. Well, he's always with us in spirit. I actually saw Peter Gabriel live for his So tour, which was an amazing show. think it was. Couldn't agree more. One of my all-time favorites. Did I see to everyone? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a lag spike. Yes, very different from his work with Genesis. He was willing to go to very strange places when he was out on his own. Most of it worked, not all of it. Okay. Bring on your monsters. Oh, did I speak too soon? Okay. We're going to get an essence of the body. Yeah, it's the first one I've seen. I mean, I have a couple performance issues. My system's on the older side.
Ready the artillery!
One thing I have seen, and I know someone else in here saw, is if you're clicking on like a chest to open it, sometimes it immediately inherits the click and you pick up the item that's under the cursor when you clicked on the chest. So you click on it, it opens and automatically picks up the first item that was under the cursor. We've both seen that, and I'm not sure if that is an issue with lag or what. Another level. How nice for me. I like levels, not gonna fib. Pretty beefy. It's the game. Well, I mean, the game is very, very demanding, so I mean, can't say that surprises me in the least. I think we want both of those eventually. Is this monkey business? Are we there yet? Not quite. Thank you. Oh, this feels monkey.
I ain't never seen a monkey like that before.
Yeah, that's the monkey, everyone. Death of an awful lot of characters at the hands of this chunky, funky monkey. I grow 'em big, don't I? A book of specialization. I want to make sure I'm going to the right place. Hold on. Semi-flashbang. Yeah, freeze. Well, the freeze, especially for an older, slower gamer like myself, the freeze is a huge benefit. Thought so. There. What are our numbers at right now? We still need to find the passageway to the infested barrens, and we still need to find the troubled camp. Yeah, the freeze, the defensive value of freeze is, especially for me, is a huge win. I mean, I was comfortable playing freeze werewolf druid, and this has been very, very comfortable. Thank you, Pox, for the build. All right, there's the infested barrens. Yeah, everything gets slow. I used to be a good gamer. Depending on the game now, I'm an okay gamer at best. But then I've been doing this for a very long time. I bought my first computer. I bought it to play games on 45 years ago? That can't be right. It can't be 45. It's simply not fair.
Swore I'd never fight in the jungle again, damn it.
I hate so much when they maps where they don't put a waypoint here. It's just so frustrating for me. We still need to find the camp, and then we'll head back here to the infested barrens. The map flow in PoE 2 is just so much worse than the worst of the map flow in PoE. It's like they've gone out of their way to find every way they could make it more annoying. So, grats them on that, I suppose. Throwing them onto a Tandy Coco.
The Orok are truly
I don't want to say you're old.
For all their brutality, the Orok live in harmony with the forces.
I bought my Apple II Plus when I could still, you could still buy an Apple II. I had the decision as to whether I wanted the Plus or the 2, based, on which basic I wanted access to. And the games I bought it to play on most especially was from the same company who eventually ended up making the Gold Box D&D games, SSI. They had a game called Computer Bismarck, which at the time they marketed as, I think, the $1,499 game, $1,400 for the Apple II Plus, and $99 for the game. No room. Now, let's take a quick look at that.
dirty ass.
All right, come on. Where's the damn camp? Apple IIe to play Karateka. I played Karateka as well. Jordan Mechner, I think, is the game designer behind it. And there we are. We have found. All right. Go back to town. We'll sell all the crap. Pop back here and then hit the waypoint to go to the next map. Yeah, the animations were, for the time, for Karateka, were mind-blowing. They were so good.
We've been evil in the shadows, my. Don't drink the water.
What have you learned?
Did he do the original Prince of Persia as well, Jordan Mechner?
Go.
Because that was the reason I think of that is, again, the animations were so far ahead of their time, or at least seemed that way.
What do you need?
2 solid resist. I think it was the first time you saw rotoscope graphics in game. I think so. Certainly, I don't remember any before then. That doesn't mean that nobody tried it. But then that was sort of the old west, the wild west of game programming. People doing all kinds of weird stuff that no one else was doing. Recording voice and playing it out through the cheap-ass speakers. That was done by Muse. The guys who did Robot War. There was a really good game of theirs I played immensely. They also, I think that was also used in the original Wolfenstein to get the voice samples for the German guards saying, Achtung, Schweinhund. And fragmentation rounds. All right, we have cleared out. We have cleared out. We go back to the jungle ruins. We go from this checkpoint to that checkpoint. So excited by the audio capabilities of the C64. I did not get a Commodore 64, but I did get an Amiga. I think 520, but I'm not sure about the numbers anymore. Again, I got it to play games on. I'm going to AFK for just a sec. I need to refill my coffee cup. And then we'll be back for more Journey Down Memory Lane early computer game version. I'm back. All right, so now we are going to find our way to the waypoint here.
Better take cover!
And then we're going back to the Venom Pits, or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, found it. Run some more maps in PoE 2. Best of luck. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it all. Been a good night for people hanging out here. Thanks, guys. Some nights I'm in here alone and not a word is spoken. It's been a long time since I've been actually alone in this stream. So it's nice when, you know,
Nice try.
a lively stream is always a better stream. Where's the freaking Venom thing? There's the Venom. There's the Venom crypts. Hey, I took damage that time. That's not supposed to happen.
Not letting these snakes get in me. Not a chance.
Not a chance. I'm worried about snakes and I'm under attack by rats and monkeys. Scorpion monkeys at that.
Weak animal!
He can wait, as I'm going to open this up.
Better take cover!
And drop a whole bunch of...
Another notch on the helmet.
What was that? Is that timed? Where I have to do something and deal with him in time? Or explodies? If so, not a fan. Let's see if we actually picked up anything worth holding on to amongst any of these. No. Maybe. Maybe, and, oh god, I hate the reduced attribute requirements so much. Maybe. A couple of those are very unlikely to be anything I want, but hey, sometimes you gotta take a few more risks. Checkpoint. we've got sarcophagi. I should be opening them. I gotta say, as a room cleaner, that skill's really good. We have more sarcophagi. Or temple friends.
Weak animal!
They were trying to get up a little monkey business. I'm so sorry. Oops. Oh, that's right. Everybody wants to get out of their sarcophagus now. A minute ago, no one was interested in leaving their sarcophagus. They were all sleeping. A nice nap. Now they all want out.
This'll stop him!
Oh, we've got an abyss. We've got a level. One. We did a pretty good job carving through those, but not enough for more than just the one chest. That's sad. It makes me sad.
Another notch on my helmet.
I wouldn't want to notch my helmet. It protects my head. I think I should probably head back and try and find it. It's usually in the middle somewhere. And I tend to forget. I tend to go around the outsides of maps. And this is one of those maps where that does not pay. As eventually you get the entire thing cleared out except for the middle. And not in this case, though. Unless back here. Possibly.
This'll stop him.
Looks like no. Lots of sarcophagi. Find a good place that we're looking for, despite my best efforts. I have probably taken the least effective conceivable route. Good evening, dude. Things here are just taking forever for me to find the damn thing I'm looking for. Other than that, fine. Still haven't died on this character yet. That right there, that's known as the kiss of death. I'm sure you'll appreciate that shortly. The new build, really good. Like I said, no deaths is a pretty good advertisement. I'm not good enough to have a no deaths build, so... Thank you, Pox, for the build.
No room.
No room at the inn, huh? I'm sure I can get rid of something. This is the furthest I've ever gotten without dying in the game. So. Oh, come on. Nope. I've died and gone to hell. I'm trying to find a place that I haven't been yet. Down there? I guess. This is why the maps are too fucking big in this game. This is a perfect example. I'm looking for one thing, and I've scoured the whole map and haven't found it yet. This isn't fun. Running around through areas you've already been, not fun. And the number of maps that are like this, way too many. And here I'm just looking for one thing. It's not like I'm looking for the fourth thing out of 4. I'm looking for one thing. There's only one thing in this map that I'm looking for, and not finding it. God, what? GGG, you know, if you wanted to fuck the customer, maybe, I don't know, buy him some drinks first. There's a checkpoint, so I think I finally found it. Yep, Den of the Serpent Priestess. Literally, the entire map. All of it. Exposed. Great job, GGG. You want to make players rage quit your game,
My pockets are full.
this'll do it.
My pockets are full.
Also, on my list of GGG, why do you want to fuck your players so badly? Quest items in inventories. No place in the game. None. If you have a large inventory, no problem. But you don't. Very limited inventory. And for them to intentionally clog it up with stuff is pointless and infuriating. It's designed from 20 years ago. Inventory Tetris is a design crutch for the weak-minded. You know, if you want... Look, you need inventories of a manageable size. I understand they have to be... I understand the need or the desire to keep them limited. But inventory Tetris, there's no need for it. Give us an inventory half the size and just have everything take up one square. That's it. Oh, you do have auto sorting in other games. But I'm going to attempt to be really dismissive of GGG, and I assume they don't have a single programmer on their team capable of coming up with an algorithm that works. Because otherwise they would. I mean, you wouldn't. Otherwise, this is just naked contempt for their player base. All right, stun threshold, elemental ailment threshold, or mana regeneration rate. Mana's not a problem here. I'm not really having a problem with stun, so increased elemental ailment threshold seems like the way to go. Pardon me while I drink the venom draft of the Veil. Tastes like hazelnut cream coffee. Or creamy hazelnut. We'll see if we can get lucky on that. That's probably better than the one I'm using. Comparable. A little better, I think. A couple of these we're going to try and roll and see if we can get something decent. I got a nod collarbone. I got a rock. Okay. Yeah. That one might be better. We need resists. See what we've got. So, it's got less life than the one we currently have. That one has a little bit of cold resist. This one has a little bit of lightning resist. Also has armor, some strength, flash charges gained. Yeah, I'm going to say it's better. Now this ring... cast speed, so not for this build, but maybe a future build. Let's see, it's 51 energy shield. Not much more. That one's got movement speed. No, sell that. And the hat, 39 and 104. Really long odds for that to get better than that. So we're just going to...
Still alive.
I am still alive, yes.
I'll take it.
So those.
Be wary.
Oswald's the gambler, I think. No, he
local.
sells and stuff like shit. Bad. Indeterminate. Not good. All right.
If you hear a click, done.
Travel to the infested barrens. Yes, now that we have finished that off. So let's see. Infested barrens. We need to find 2 doors and the troubled camp. Troubled camp's not really anything. We need the door to the Azak Bog and the door to the Chimeral Wetlands. If they ever get a dry season there, it'll be the Chimeral Moist Land. Let's
Should
summon
ask Miss
Elder.
Valai about this.
The Val use this device to operate. I've never seen him. Keep up the search.
Stop them in their tracks! Ain't misery.
Bugs. Bugs, Mr. Rico. Zillions of them. That's an old guy book reference. Although if you've seen the movie very loosely based on it, you also probably get the reference. We got a lot of rain. We did not get hit really by the wind. But certainly there were parts of California that just they got soaked and blown. And not in a good way. Oh, we got a checkpoint. This is the Azog Bog. Where again, because of the quest flow and the map flow, you are well served by stepping through, letting it load in, getting the waypoint, and turning around and going back. That's what happens when you've got devs making decisions for inexplicable and dumb reasons. Now, we were supposed to get a whole lot of wind. And the whole time it's out there raining, I keep looking out into the courtyard of my condo complex. And the leaves, the few leaves clinging desperately, aren't moving. We didn't get a whisper of wind.
Another notch on the helmet.
Good amount of rain, though. And I'm not going to complain about a lot of rain because, well, I live in the Bay Area. Sometimes we don't get enough rain. We found the camp.
Good day to you.
And good day to you, sir.
For the right price.
That's not terrible. We might be able to work with that. Tier 7 now. Probably worth a regal.
Worth every coin.
I doubt it's worth every coin. Might be worth a regal. It is nice to get wet from time to time. I shower once a month whether I need it or not. Alloy crossbow. It's named after a Horizon Zero Dawn hero? That seems a little strange to me. So we found the troubled camp. Why it's not showing X'd out, I don't know. We need to find the Chimeral Wetlands passageway. Like, say, here.
Pretty, but I'm not touching a damn thing round here.
My character is smarter than he looks. In the words of Sergeant Apone, nobody touch nothing.
My tribers, don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. I wasn't planning on it.
Greetings.
We can boil it. And now we'll play a stupid random game. And see if we can actually get an improvement on our weapon. My money's on. No. Life, bad lightning, energy shield. No, that one's got two, weak resists, and then a third plugged in, and movement speed, and a little energy shield, and a little life. It's better. Okay, time to set fire to a regal. Yeah, that's just trash. Now, that's poor. That's okay. That's an insult to humanity. That one is workable. So now we get to fire off another Regal. Now we need an Exalt for that. And just flat accuracy, which is the game's way of telling me to take a flying fuck at a rolling donut.
Take your time. Don't eat anything colorful.
Hey,
Those are the same ones that we had the last time we looked. Yeah, I think they change every time you
watch your
level.
step.
Let's try the Chimeral. Donuts. Oh, now look what you've done to me. Do you know how long it's been? Now, granted, I spent 3 years in college as part of the forensics team. That's the speech and debate team. And I was always entered in a lot of events because I like talking to people. Go figure. And that meant for breakfast, usually for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I had donuts. And because I was in so many events, a lot of times I didn't have time to grab meal, which meant that for lunch, I had donuts. And it wasn't uncommon if I made a lot of finals for me to have donuts for dinner. The only donuts I'm really interested in now are fresh, hot Krispy Kremes, but holy crap, I would just rub those into my face if I had 3 or 4 boxes. I'd eat the first 2 boxes, and then the third box I would simply rub into my face to improve my complexion. Yes, today is. Imagine hot Krispy Kremes, fresh Krispy Kremes. Oh, gods above. Chimera Wetlands. Got a big chimera to kill. We have something else. We also have the Ravaged Camp, the Chimera, and the Toxic Bloom.
Better take cover!
I distinctly remember when the first Krispy Kreme opened up near where I was working. I'd never had them before. They were not, let's say, native to the Bay Area. You know, I'd always liked donuts, even if I'd gotten sick of them. But I'd never had anything like a Krispy Kreme. The Toxic Bloom.
Might be a good idea to avoid breathing round here. Spice, fungus.
Oh, we got to take that taken care of. Being on the speech and debate team was an actual significant boon to my future time-passing hobby of streaming. Because I got really adept at being able to basically talk about anything. Also, a lot of people have significant fears of public speaking. I don't. Let's see, damage while moving. Reduce movement speed penalty using skills while moving. Projectiles have a 12% chance to fire 2 ejectives. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that, eh? Oh, it's a franchise. You feel you remember the last time you had good donuts was from Krispy Kreme. Oh, it's because they have a simple recipe and they stick to it. So yeah. I've never had anything other than their standard glazed donuts. Because why mess with perfection? They are the platonic ideal of a glazed donut. Round Rock, Texas, there's a place famous for having orange donuts. Well, I mean, certainly, it wouldn't be surprised me at all if there are a lot of local places that are, you know, chef's kiss. Krispy Kreme here in Louisville has a coffee bar, drive-through sign out front when they're glazing. Yeah, that makes sense. When they're hot, they're just so. I mean, they actually fucking melt in your mouth. That doesn't even make sense to me. But that's what they do. They actually melt in your mouth. I mean, I've had them where, you know, they have instructions on the box for reheating them in a microwave. And they're good. They're very good. But, oh my God, when they're fresh and hot, it's insane. They built one finally where you are, and then it burnt down. Probably an irate person who couldn't get the fresh, hot Krispy Kremes, either because, like, the line was too long. Or possibly someone with celiac, you know, no gluten, and so they are resentful of the fact that other people can have Krispy Kreme donuts and they can't. I actually find that understandable.
What do you need?
No. Maybe we'll try. Energy shield and life. I don't quite have pardon the phrase, I don't quite have enough intelligence. I don't have enough brain to wear that hat. But maybe in the near future. No. They figured out the owner did it? Oh, okay, well then life imprisonment. Life imprisonment plus everybody else on the cell block gets fresh donuts. He's got to smell them every day, but he never gets to eat them again. I am not a generous God. Those both going to sell. We're going to try to get lucky with that. We need to hold on to that. Didn't put it there. Okay. Nine. Gonna sell and sell, right? Yep, those are gonna sell, and then we're gonna feel bitter again.
Some odds and ends we found in my tribe to be wary.
Bitterness incoming. Here we go. Yep, bitterness.
Still alive.
Bitterness. Another franchise that wasn't here in the Silicon Valley for a long time was In-N-Out. And the first In-N-Out place in Silicon Valley was actually close to me. If there was no traffic, I could probably get there door to door in like 3 minutes. There's always traffic. And that's a place that still, during prime time, lunchtime, dinner time, has long lines for the drive-thru. Now, if you've never had In-N-Out, I'm sure you've heard about In-N-Out. Now, a lot of people will crap on them and say they're disappointing and stuff. I do have one word of advice. If you ever go to an In-N-Out and you've never been, eat them in the restaurant, because the burgers, and especially the French fries, do not travel well. You need to eat them while they are piping hot. The fries, I can see why people wouldn't like them if they cooled off at all. And the same is true for the burgers. They're just not nearly as good if they've cooled off. You need them piping hot. Back to the Chimera wetlands, because we have a Chimera to kill.
Ready the artillery!
I think it's Chimera time. It is. Oh, no, this is the... Oh, yeah, it is. It's Chimera. Oh, bad breath. Think he's gonna land there. Missed me. Not yet.
What's this then?
What's it then? I don't think we have Whataburgers around here, but I may be wrong about that. mean, I know we've got Five Guys, but I've never gone to Five Guys because the prices are not those of rational people for a burger place, no matter how delightful the burger may be. All right, so we've unlocked Jakari's Mechanarium. Did we get everything out of the Chimeral Wetlands? I guess we did. Head back to town. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I can find relatively quickly. That's the wrong button. Nope, none in San Jose anyway. Might be one or two somewhere else in the general vicinity. I wouldn't be surprised if they have extremely good burgers. The question is, how overpriced are they for how good they are?
Quickly.
Then again, different people are looking for different things in their burgers. Burger's a lot like pizza. Very much a matter of personal preference and taste.
Yes?
Except, of course, my taste in pizza is the correct one. And everyone else is simply wrong.
What do you mean?
Not good. Not good enough. So we'll sell those.
Some pretty things, yes? It's idea. Keep your eyes sharp.
Hey,
Aye. How you doing, no. I have a grenade skill, but I don't use it much.
watch your step.
Well, the Five Guys where you live, you've not been there. Yeah, I haven't either. The prices are just, I see that I could get a burger, fries, and a shake for $20. Or for $20, I can go to Jack in the Box, get a shitload of their incredible, awful tacos, a couple of burgers, a couple orders of fries. Are the burgers good? I doubt it. But Five Guys have incredible, awful tacos? I don't think so. I will grant that Jack in the Box tacos are sort of a little bit of a cult. But if you were to look up Jack in the Box tacos and maybe the words awful and awesome, you'll get a lot of people saying these are the worst thing in the world, I want more. You'll get people saying, how did they fill their tacos with cat food and make me want to eat them more? I have said for years, and mind you, I've been eating Jack in the Box tacos for 55 years, something like that, that not only has the recipe not changed, they don't change the oil they fry them in because they're deep fried tacos. Quite possibly the worst food in the world for a human being to eat. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Just look up Jack in the Box tacos. You will get an education. They are not for everyone, shall we say. I wanted to go back to the Azog Bog. We'll finish up with the Azog Bog. Azak.
You are confident?
All right, we need to find the Bog Witch and air her out. I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah, this map only has the Bog Witch.
I shot.
Happy to get more iron. Runes. As the prices for those are just bonkers. I do really enjoy the crossbow gameplay, I gotta say. It's totally not a shotgun, guys. It clearly says that it's a crossbow on it. Sounds like a shotgun, I know. Works like a shotgun, sure. But it's quite clearly labeled as a crossbow. And mind you, those huge batches of arrows you see coming down, that's not the crossbow. I've got friends with remote artillery. I'm feeling lucky. It is magic. It is a magical crossbow that sounds and looks and functions like a shotgun.
These bastards gotta pay for what they did to the machine.
Pardon me, I need to burn some effigies. Whoops. That's not good. Lag spikes. Still going on. Yeah, a little bit of network issue there as we go from 10 to, oh, I don't know how many, hundreds. That was over a second. Yeah, the network is crapping out. Are we done? Are you done shitting? Nope, they're not done fucking around with me yet. I would hate to have my first death be because my network is going to crap. We finally gonna behave? No, not complete. No. You can see the pretty graph at the top. We've always having... I normally don't have too much server problems. What I'm going to do is I'm really quickly going to teleport back to town and then back here. See if that wakes things up. It's network issues, so it shouldn't be. It should be on my end, theoretically. I mean, I expect the networking here to be a bit slower. No, it looks like it's... Nope. Well, one spike. So it does appear to be better here. I mean, I'm getting occasional spikes. I am going to exit the character select and re-enter. Well, it's behaving now. So it's not my network problem, because I still would have had that same latency issue. Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. If I die, witness me!
I don't want your damn dark power, but I'll sure as hell use it against you.
Does that not summon her? I thought that summoned her. Oh, that's a bad spike. I'm on fire. I have increased fire resistance and item rarity. Yeah, but where's the fight I'm supposed to have? We seem to be doing better now. Help. Just trying to find the bog witch. Where's the damn bog witch? Which I think is something that British people eat when they're sitting on the toilet. All right, I worked a little hard for that not joke. God, where is the bloody... Once again, I'm looking for one thing in a map, and it's taking me forever to find it. Which old witch? The mean old witch.
Stop them in their tracks!
Can we not? %8 increased attack damage while moving, 2% reduced movement speed penalty while using skills. Well, can we please get me to the freaking bog witch? GGG, you made your maps too goddamn big. And I don't consider that to be a particularly controversial statement. Finally found her, I think. No, we're back here again where we were previously. Ah, the fuck. More maps, smaller maps, so that it's not so frustrating trying to find something if you don't get lucky. Because there's one thing ARPG players hate more than just about anything else. And that's retracing your steps. Checkpoint, this must be it. Hey, it's her! Gorgor Mog!
You can't be serious. A flying bones. Take it. That's where I draw the line, witch. Rather awful stick. Ugh.
I can't wear either. I could wear that one, I guess. Pick that one. Travel to Cameron? No. Return to town? Yeah. Back to town. Having once again scoured the entire map for the one thing I'm looking for. GGG, seriously, what in the fuck? Hi, Snoopy. Sorry. This is Pox's build. It is mercenary, crossbow, using frost shot, and 99% of the, 95% of the time, I'm just shooting permafrost bolts The build initially takes the tactician, and I swapped the order of the first 2 nodes that you get. I grabbed Death from Above, which is called Calling in Fire or something like that. The actual gem for it is Supporting Fire. And it just fires in a whole bunch of bolts from a distance and is great for clearing extra mobs. It's great for fire and forget. You know, you drop it on a boss and you can then continue to kite around, and he's taking some damage over time. I've enjoyed it a lot, and this is the furthest I've ever gotten the game without dying.
How can I be of aid?
So that's how you can tell it's actually a good build. If I've not died, the build's good.
You have slain?
I have slain the Bog Witch. Hey, you don't have to sound so freaking amazed by the fact that I killed the Bog Witch. Gosh, this guy's a jerk.
Just can't be abided.
All right, we just got our second spirit batch. So those are all going to get sold. That's going to get deconstructed.
Still alive.
Still alive, yes.
Take your time.
Sell.
It's a deal.
And I'm going to see if I can get anything lucky on those. I don't know. I'm just feeling that maybe. Okay, decent life. 2 points less life. Nah.
Welcome. Some odds in it, I'll take it. Take care.
Yeah, so far this build has been really good. If you want to find it, it's Pox, P-O-H-X. And it's just frost bolts all the time, baby. And I cannot lie. I'm not sure. Let's see. Shard Scavenger is the one we want, I know. It instantly reloads your crossbow and restores 1 cooldown use for your grenades upon consuming. Freeze, shock, ignite, or fully broken armor. Minimum duration between consumptions is 6.5 seconds. I know it's supposed to be that one, but I have not been using the secondary shot, the fragmentation rounds, which is what you want to do. Basically, you want to freeze them with the permafrost bolts and then swap to the fragmentation rounds. And then Shard Scavenger will blow them up and reload the crossbow. Well, theoretically, that's what the way you want to do it, so I probably should, figure that out. We'll lose it.
This'll be fun.
This'll be fun. Note all the people who are bears in town. Showing off their big, burly, hairy selves. Yeah, Pox is legit. Yep. Righteous Fire and PoE, top tier. Yeah, he's also a good guy to just watch play. I mean, there are a lot... PoE has a lot of very good, enjoyable streamers to watch. Even if you're not big on PoE, they're still entertaining. If you are a PoE fan, you can find ones that are entertaining and informative. But I think I'm going to call it an evening right here. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. Of particular, I want to thank, should I get the name? Meagle, for the subs. and follow, and a couple other follows coming in. So all in all, a very good night for me. Thanks to you guys. Because I do this for me, but you guys make it worth it. So thank you. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with the same spiel and bullshit. Probably more PoE too, but I'm not sure. I do know what's coming up, though, a little bit later on. New Year's Eve, I'll be playing my game of the year, or replaying my game of the year, which will be Blueprints. And I'll be might be starting late, so that might be 6 p.m. Pacific. And then I go until midnight Pacific, because I want to wish Happy New Year's to, first of all, everyone in Europe and points east who are already in the new year, and then in the Atlantic, Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific time zones. I'm getting old, so I'm going to, instead of starting at 5, because I will be enjoying the holiday spirits again, I might start an hour later at 6 p.m. Pacific this year to aim for a 6-hour stream instead of a 7-hour stream. We'll see how I feel coming in. But that's going to do it for tonight. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you soon. I hope the rest of your Saturday evening, or possibly Sunday morning, goes great. And the rest of your weekend goes great. And your time, the last few days of 2025, go better than most of the rest of 2025. Take care, guys. Thanks again for hanging, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.